in one of, if not the strongest conferences in all college basketball. Football probably not that strong, but basketball is strong. Trust me. The Sooners lost one, got a split in the Big 12 Conference Championships. Quarter rounds, got a 79-76 win over Iowa State before falling just milliseconds short of beating Iowa State. But Iowa State wins 67-69. And I mean milliseconds, people. That close. Big shot by Buddy that would have counted, and if it would have, that would have propelled them to the championships against Kansas. That's how tight this game was all the way through both of these games. Find out how they all happened next. The two close games in the Big 12 Conference Championships for Oklahoma and Kansas City between Iowa State, 69-67 victory for Oklahoma, and the 69-67 loss to Oklahoma were very, very fun. And the second one was even a little bit controversial, if you believe that, because Oklahoma I almost got to experience, by the way, my first ever buzzer beater as a Sooner fan in a while, as a season ticket holder. Didn't happen, though, as the shot was nullified, sending West Virginia to the championships. But we had to get there first. On that trip, we head to Kansas City, first of all, for the quarterfinals, because Oklahoma did not have to play in the qualifying rounds. So, nullify the qualifying rounds, head to the quarterfinals, where sixth-ranked Iowa State, sixth-seeded Iowa State in the championships, faced third-seeded Oklahoma, as the Sooners win a classic and win the overall series over Iowa State this year with a final score of 79-76. This is how it happened. In the first half, the sixth-seeded Iowa State Cyclones shot 41.4% from inside the arc and 36.4% from three-point line, while Oklahoma, the third seed in the championships, Big 12 championships that is, shot 42.9% from inside the arc and 30.8% from three-point line. As we head to the second half. In the second half, Iowa State shot 51.4% from inside the arc and 42.9% from outside the arc, while Oklahoma shot 45.7% from inside the arc. And are you ready for this one, guys? 0.0 from outside the arc. Didn't hit a three from the second half. For the game itself, Iowa State, sixth seed Iowa State, shot 46.9% from inside the arc and 40% from outside the arc, while the third-seeded Oklahoma Sooners shot 44.4% from inside the arc and 19% for the third behind-the-arc rankings. The stat board stuffer in his final quarter qualifying round for the Sooners, Buddy Hield led the charge for the Sooner Boomers, scoring 39 points to number 24 for the Sooners, while number 11 Isaiah Cousins helped out with 5 dimes, and the board numbers belong to number 00 Ryan Spangler. The shot of the game was Buddy Hield gets an easy dunk late in the half, second half, I'm sorry, to put the Sooners up 69-61, sending Oklahoma to the semifinals. We're in the semifinals. Oklahoma and West Virginia matched up. Oklahoma actually swept the series with a tip-in on their end. Got a close one in Norman, our direction, thanks to a little tip-in by Kadeem Latin. And went in there and pretty much shut down West Virginia in West Virginia up in Morgantown. But in the rubber game, West Virginia wins 67-69. Third-seeded Oklahoma and second-seeded Iowa State play in a classic. And in the 3-2 game, doesn't disappoint, as Oklahoma actually almost survives, if you can say it that way. West Virginia does survive 69-67, as the buzzer beater is called no good. That's what they're just going to say about this game. For the game, Oklahoma, third-seeded Oklahoma in the first half, shot 42.9% from inside the arc. While from three-point line, Oklahoma shot 30.8% from behind the arc. As we go to intermission, for the first half, for second-seeded West Virginia Mountaineers, they shot 41.4% from inside the arc and 36.4% from three-point line. While in the second half, Oklahoma shot 45.7% from inside the arc and 0.00 from outside the arc. While West Virginia hit 51.4% from inside the arc and 42.9% from outside the arc. For the game, Oklahoma shot 44.4% from inside the arc and 19% from three-point line, while West Virginia shot 46.9% from inside the arc and 40% from outside the arc. The stat stuffers, the Oklahoma Sooners had number 11, Isaiah Cousins, lead them in scoring and in assists. Led them with 15 points and 4 assists did number 11, Isaiah Cousins. Rebounds went to number 12, Kadeem Latin, who has stepped up every time and played big every time we've needed him to against West Virginia. The shot of the game was one of the few three-pointers Oklahoma did hit in that second half, as Christian James just drains a three. Got how I said that? Drains. 62-61 at the final. At the time, there was a final three-pointer in this ball game, that was hit by Buddy the Shield Hield, but it was nullified. I want to get into this one a little bit. The reason why that one's not the shot of the game, and it was a remarkable shot, and it went in. No doubt it went in. But what Sooner fans and what these guys right here have to understand, OU, have to understand is the rules of the game. And the rules of the game, and I thought it was good too, by the way, going by the way that the clock was on the TV. But if you were actually at the game, you saw the end zones. I mean the shot clocks. Sorry, this is not football. You saw the shot clocks. That's what matters. When that big red diamond box, when that big red square box goes off, no good. That is the end of the game. It is not when the timer on the TV says so. It is when the buzzer sounds. It is when that box says so. It is when that time clock at the bottom of the shot clock says so. That is the end of the game. With that being said, the shot clock itself should have been turned off, and it was. So it really shouldn't matter if there was 0.01 seconds left or whatever. That shot clock is nullified. What really counts is the big red box, and at the time that the shot went off, it was already read. Vilified by a couple of people that were actually at the game. That's what they told me. Now, it was an incredible shot, and I think it should have counted regardless because they were all over Buddy all night long. But now they get some rest. Now they're ready for Oklahoma City, which they very well could get as a solid, I think, solid number 1 pick. Solid number 1. If not a solid number 1, a very high number 2. If not for one other reason. People remember that he hit the shot. It doesn't matter if you win or lose the game. It matters that you hit the shot. And he hit the shot. So, if there would have been a second left, they would have played Kansas. If there would have been a little time left. Now, I think the referees are going to take that into consideration. If not, they'll be a 2, as high as a 2. I don't think that they'll drop to a 3. So they're probably either going to be as high as a 2, if not as low as a 3. I'm thinking more of a 2, but it wouldn't surprise me if they put them as a 1. With that being said, today is Sunday, Selection Sunday. So today at about 5:30, 6 o'clock at the latest, turn into CBSSports.com, or CBS on your TV sets, and we'll get everything rocking and rolling there. Up the road in Stillwater, though, real quick, this came out this morning while I was at church and all. Well, the Oklahoma Sooners are there wondering if they're a 1 or 2, probably in one of their most successful seasons. OSU not having one of their most successful. They had to play in that aforementioned Wednesday game in the qualifying round, lost in that game in a buzzer beater to Kansas State, and that was the final loss for Travis Ford. Travis Ford is officially out of Stillwater, out in Stillwater. I don't know if he's moved out yet, but he is out. He has been removed from his position at Oklahoma State. So, now we wait for Doug Gottlieb. Might have to wait till after they see. I hope they wait till after CBS because, in my opinion, this guy is one of the top analysts. And I really hope that Boone Pickens holds on to his money, holds on to his wallet until after the tournament. Because this guy's going to be calling some games in the tournament. And I really hope he calls the ones in Oklahoma City. I love this guy as an analyst. I might not like him very much as a coach when it's all said and done. But as an analyst, he's an awesome analyst. With that being said, congratulations to the Sooners on another successful season. And best of luck to Oklahoma State. I hope y'all get back. This rivalry is not the same without you guys and Oklahoma competing on the same level. With that being said, my name is Harry James. Thanks for watching. You can find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at Sooner_fan_OK. Thanks for watching, everybody, and Boomer Sooner! Let's go get that number 1 seed.